anyway to YouTube, so it's a simple link that you guys can share with people, with each other, and if you need to go back on anything. But I'll also obviously after this share the presentation, so you have that all with you. But let me just get this set up
Right.
so don't say anything rude now, right? All right, cool. Thanks everyone for joining. We've met before, I think, a lot of us. Just confirming, my name is Rex Bowden from Catalyze, and I'm the director of Engage Trade Africa and getting this whole thing together. So I'm just going to take you through today sort of some updated information and what you are to expect at the event. Just put this presentation specifically for ITC and the group based on who's coming out from your side. But yeah, just to let you know, the venue is all confirmed for Makers Landing, which is at the V&A. It's right alongside the port and at the cruise terminal at the V&A. Very easy to get in and out. If anybody is driving to Cape Town and staying in Cape Town over the period with a car, there is parking at the venue free of charge. You just drive into the boom and say Engage Trade Africa, and they'll let you through. So there's about 200 parking spots there, so ample enough for everyone who's going to be involved, because most of our people are coming from other parts of Africa and the world as well. So yeah, just going to take you sort of through where we're up to. We've got about 60 international buyers coming in from across the world, from US, EU, one from Asia even, and actually two from Asia, and then a whole group from Africa coming down as well. So lots of buyers from Kenya coming down, Zambia, etc. So that's, yeah, it's all coming together really nicely, and then lots of South African buyers coming through as well. So we up there in line with our targets of about 150 hosted buyers. Loads of exporters coming through as well. Got groups, as mentioned, from USA bringing 20 down from Africa. And those are coming from Madagascar, Kenya, Zambia, Malawi, all over, Angola, etc. And then lots more from, as mentioned, a big group from Kenya, a big group from Department of Agriculture, Wesgrow bringing a big group, Standard Bank involved, Department of Agriculture bringing a group as well, and Eastern Cape Development Corporation are bringing a group out through the Department of Trade and Industry. So it's all going well, and all it's all going well and all going mad, but all great. So I just stop me if you're unsure of anything as I go through, or you can put your hand up or drop a message on the chat, and then I'll answer that at the end, or if I see it during this my presentation. You can hear the urgency on my voice to make sure you get all this information, and then we get back to setting up meetings for people. So just an outline of the week. So 15th, I guess most of you will be arriving on that day. And obviously check into your hotel and take the evening to get yourself ready for the week. On the 16th of September, there is an event at Wesgrow, which you are all invited to. Your names are on the list already at their new offices at Media 24. So please come through. That'll start at around about 11. I would aim to get there about 10:30 for registration. But it is a closed session, so it is only for the buyers coming from overseas and all the different associations. So we've got associations from Namibia and Kenya and all over South Africa coming through to the event, Madagascar. So yeah, it's a great start for just the key VIPs kind of our event, buyers and associations to meet. There's not going to be any exporters at that event. They are going to have to be across at the expo space at Makers Landing, setting up their stands and picking up their badges from there. So we will also have all your badges at the Wesgrow offices, so we will be handing them out for the week there. So keep that in mind. When we give you your badges, they're going to look like this. I hope you can see it's going in and out. And inside the badges will be all kinds of little things for you. So there'll be a little, in the pouch, there'll be a coffee, two coffee vouchers. There'll be 2 lunch vouchers as well for the day 2 and day 3. But that badge gets you onto the buses and makes us know who you are. So we don't get some random people jumping onto our bus in the afternoon. The bus in the afternoon will be leaving from the Wesgro building as well at Media 24, and those buses will go out to Grug and Stancha, and the exporters will all then join us on those buses. So we're expecting another about 100 people to join us at about 1:30, and we'll get onto the buses at 2, and then shoot off down to Grug and Stancha, where we'll go have a lovely outing there and have some wine tasting and some snacks out there. So it'll be great. And then we get onto the buses again at about 4 p.m. 4:30 p.m. and then it takes you all the way down the other side of Cape Town, and yeah, lovely view of the ocean and the mountains and stuff like that as well. And then we end everyone back at the Foreshore Hotel. Then that's your evenings to yourself that evening, getting ready for the next day. Day 2 is
I'll just jump in there and just tell the group as well that the Onamo Foreshore Hotel is where they booked in. So that's quite handy that they go straight back to their hotel then.
lovely, because that's where all the buyers are staying as well. So you're going to be rubbing shoulders with the right people. So it's going to be an exciting, yeah. The Onimo is actually, it's a great little hotel. I've stayed in it a few times. We put our teams in there when we go in other places. So yeah, great vibe. And sure, I think it is the hotel for Engage Trade Africa. So
Awesome. Yeah, it was on your recommendation that we booked that. So all good. Thanks.
brilliant. Awesome. Then yeah, day 2, the matchmaking starts, and that is at Maker's Landing. So that is the venue, V&A. There is and look, there is a bus for the buyers, but it's not for you guys because we're shuttling them across. But you do not need to get yourself over to Maker's Landing and get involved in the event. Please, for those, I think there's only 1 or 2 of you that has to set up space. I think Cindy has confirmed a premium expo space for you. Ronelle, is that confirmed on your side?
I haven't heard anything actually. I haven't heard
Okay.
anything. That was part of what I was wanting to
Okay. I'll
understand.
double check with her because I confirmed that with her the other day.
Okay.
Let me just message her while I'm on here, and then uh, okay. Let's see if that comes through. But yeah, you'll be setting up for those of you that aren't having to put products into shelves and stuff like that. You can come a little bit later, but please don't be any later than about 8:30 to the venue. It allows you some time to breathe and get a cup of coffee while you're there, because meetings start sharp at 9. Please understand the meetings happen every 20 minutes throughout the day, except between 1 and 2 at lunch. And if you miss your meeting, it's unlikely that it's going to be rescheduled because these buyers and partners are sort of back to back. So just make sure you are there at your time. Look, you'll be able to walk around and see other people and stuff like that, but it's very difficult with the amount of meetings that we're doing over the time to come and suddenly say, oh, I'm 20 minutes late, can I reschedule? It's just not going to happen. So please be on time. So there's meetings between 9 and 1 every 20 minutes. So 3 meetings an hour. They're 15-minute long meetings with a 5-minute change to finish up and move to the next table. And then we have lunch 1 to 2. And then we have B2B meetings again from 2 until 5 every 20 minutes. Then we have a wine tasting that evening. Sorry, before I go to there are specifically for associations in the afternoons. You will be looking at having you be involved in the workshops. So we will be putting you into those workshop rooms, and I'll go through what the workshops involved now. I've got it all down for you. But yeah, you'll be moved into those workshop rooms, and there'll be presentations specifically on trade finance and how to grow your agency and stuff like that as well. I'll be presenting one of those as well. So that will be your mornings will be as an association B2 meetings between other associations and opportunities, and then the afternoon is workshop focused. that evening is a wine tasting. So we've got about 15, 16 wine brands that come in, and they'll be serving wines, and there's some live music and stuff that plays. So it's just a fun evening for everyone to sort of unwind after a heavy day of meetings and programs. And it very simple, chilled, finishes at 8. You can go home if you want to keep on going. We'll chuck you out and you can go do that at the V&A. But yeah, very, very quick wine tasting in the evening, very chilled. Day 3, much the same as day 2 without the wine tasting. Again, B2B meetings, again, workshops in the afternoons for associations, and anyone who isn't in a meeting can pop into those. So, and I'll take you through that, as I said just now. And then that evening on the day 3, it's for you to do what you want. Great time for you to invite someone out. So if you meet someone interesting, like a different association or organization, or you've met a great export or buyer, great evening to say, hey, do you want to join us out for dinner at the V&A or something like that? That's a great time. Lots of the best business at events is done in the evenings and outside of the event. Then on the 19th, again, we're picking up everyone at the Onamo foreshore. So you guys are straight there and you'll be able to hop on the buses. And those buses take people around to Capricorn Park, to various factories out in Capricorn Park. It's about a 30-minute drive at that time of the day, 30 to 40-minute drive. And yeah, we were sitting out there with the different exporters and associations and going out to view those factories. There's 2 buses. One bus is for food and beverage of 60 people, and then the second bus for cosmetics and decor products. So decide which one you want to jump on, and then you'll head out and do that tour. It goes out to Capricorn Park. You stay there for a while. You go to a few places. The food bus actually will go to Capricorn Park and then see somewhere for about an hour, and then people will jump on that bus again, and it goes to another park called Westlake Business Park, where we see Pura beverages, and we'll do a little chat with Pura there. And then again, everyone will jump on the bus, and we'll all meet up at the V&A waterfront in the afternoon to look around the V&A, check out some shops, and a bit of free time to really assess what happens in the South African market. And then we will be finishing off with a lunch at about 4 p.m. Must add it to this at Spur. So a good old South African finish off for everyone, very low key. Just join, grab some food there, all covered by us. And then that's at about 6, we've got those buses going back to Onamo foreshore. So you can jump onto them if you want to go, or you can stay at the V&A. But yeah, we'll gather up everyone and send them back, and then that's the event done. Any questions on the schedule before I move on?
Rex, are you individualizing schedules so that people kind of know where they have to be and that, or do they kind of need to, obviously some people are following the association, there's and there's B2Bs being pre-organized. Does that come through as some kind of an agenda to you so
Yes.
that you know who you're meeting and where you have to be when?
I'll get to that now. It's coming through.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I'm maybe jumping ahead.
No, that's cool. That's
I'll
a
keep
good
my
question.
questions for the end because I'm
That's a
sure
good question.
you're probably going to run through it all. That's great. Thank you.
Cool. Just a quick outline of the venue. This is what it looks like. So you understand how it's being set up. You see where all these long sort of meeting tables are. They actually got to be small cafe tables like this, all down the middle of the hall. I'll show you a proper floor plan layout now, but all around the outside is the shelving units. Up here on the mezzanine is where the association stands will be. So there'll be stuff up here, and this is where a lot of the wine tasting will be on the first night as the wine brands take over the association stands. And then at these folding doors, you can see them on the top of the mezzanine and also on the right picture over here. That is where the workshop room is going to be for the afternoon. So all the workshops will be happening up in that room. It gives you an idea of what the venue looks like. This is the bird's eye view of it. The tables in orange are all the buyer tables. So we do something very different. Instead of being at an exhibition where exhibitors and exporters stand at stands and buyers walk around and come to them, we do it the other way around. So our stands are our buyer tables, and the buyers stay at their tables, And then the exporters walk around and move between table to table. So the buyers are set, and they're the ones having the most meetings per day. They're having about 18 meetings each per day. So I'm sure they're going to kill me at the end when they're so exhausted. But they are, having loads of meetings there. And then the yellow tables are for random meetings between exporters. So they'll be able to set up some meetings between themselves as well at the event. So it's going to be bustling. A lot of the association stands are going to be happening up on the mezzanine levels. So we're mentioned up here on this area at the premium expo stands up there. So a lot of you are associations. So those are the meetings. That's sort of where you will be based at the top. But as mentioned, Ronel, you're asking, you do get a meeting schedule as you come in, and we'll give that to you. And please hold on to that with your life so you don't lose it and require a reprint. But if you really do lose it, we'll make a plan for you. We do have at the entrance over here where this long yellow bar is, there's a long tables behind that, and that is where our team will be sitting and taking all the meetings and managing meetings for everybody. So if you lost, come to that area. But that's sort of we will be giving you that list. But also what you will be able to see is that on the stands, so all their buyers will have this, as well as the premium expo stands for the associations. They'll also be given a list, so they'll have it on their desk of people that they need to meet. Just to outline the workshops for the week, I'll get into meetings a little bit more shortly. But workshops that are happening, these are the workshops that are happening over the week, over the days. So sorry, this is wrong. It should be day 2 and day 3. But first day of the actual event, the 17th of September, there's 3 workshops in the afternoon. They're all an hour long, and we call them workshops and not speaker presentations and stuff like that, because we want you to ask lots of questions. So we've told all the speakers they've got like 40 minutes max to speak, and then there's 20 minutes Q&A at the end. So if they're not doing that, you're welcome to tell them. But just know, and these are the topics. So we've got someone from Africa, a continental free trade agreement coming out and doing something with Imani. So there's some great information going on with that. There's some information from Wesgrow presenting on how they've developed their trade agency, some insight which you'll get on the first day, but more deeper insight to actually ask questions on day 2. And then the third workshop is USAID, Africa Trade Investment, telling everyone about what they're doing at the moment, their programs, and how they're developing them. The second day of the meetings and workshops, which is actually day 3, is on the 18th. I'll be presenting something, how to get into markets and tactics in navigating that kind of stuff, with them being so expensive. And then Standard Bank are giving stuff on trade and development on their side. I'm just going to mute someone there. Okay. And then the last one is Itrissa, which is they're a trade development organization. I'm not sure if you guys know of them, but Corbin will be giving some presentations on sort of projects that they're running and stuff that he's training people on. This is a view of the shelving unit, which I've got for you. So you will have a whole one of these units at your premium stand. Just confirming that again with Cindy. She hasn't responded, but we'll let you know. Hold on, let me just see if I can get her to respond. Then you'll be able to set this up on your day when you arrive, because I think most of you will be busy in the Wesgrow presentations on day 1. So very simple. Set up your stand. That's sort of the spaces you have. You have the ability to put a backing board on that stand behind there. So if you've got things to put on, you do have to bring it yourself, but the dimensions are roughly 880 millimeters by 330 millimeters high. That will fit in behind there if you want to bring that. just confirming, Cindy has confirmed a premium expo booth for you, so we'll send you all of that information. And that actually gives you a TV so you can put on some presentations and stuff with as well while you're there. So a good idea to bring some show reel on a USB of information that you'll need, and just keep an eye out from that. That sort of information will come through over the course of today. You guys have your hotel already, so these are just other options if you didn't. Things that you need to bring, please, yeah, obviously bring samples. Great to have a whole lot of, you've got that whole shelving unit to utilize next to your premium showcase. So please, yeah, use it, fill it up, bring samples with you. It really, the event isn't a show that people walk around and go, oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? It's really more about the meetings that are happening and the workshops that are happening. But there will be a lot of that goes on, especially in your wine tasting, especially in your morning, especially in your lunches. So please come through the event, decorate that really nicely, and just bring those samples with you. Please bring business cards. I know a lot of people now use virtual cards. It becomes very cumbersome, especially when you're in a buyer's meeting, to say, oh, here's my virtual card. No, then you've got to do this. And then because everyone's virtual card is different, just like everyone's BT virtual meeting platform is different. But great to have a card and pass that over to someone. So please have that. Otherwise, yeah, just use your cameras on your phone, snap a picture of someone else's card or their virtual card as well, just so that you can record it nicely. Always good to have some pamphlet and flyers. You've got that Expo premium booth, which I'll send pictures of, and you'll be able to put stuff on there and on your shelves. So nice to have some flyers about what you do. We will need this information from you. It's not urgent at the moment. We do keep our platform open with exposure of everyone on it until the end of the year. So please send that through. But yeah, the team will be chasing you for that. We've got a lot of this information for you already, so we'll build that for you and put it up. If anything's wrong, we can easily change it. We've got all the back-end access to that. We are currently madly, and this is a big reason I'm so hyper and stressed, is securing all the B2B meetings through our platform Engage. It is been giving us hell, so just so you know, but it is working really well. We will be sending out calendars of your meetings by email over the course of tomorrow, so you'll have that schedule with you. However, we are very aware that things keep on changing up until the show. So we will be printing all those schedules and having them ready for you on Sunday, and giving them out to you on Monday when you arrive at Wesgrow. And those are that's the schedule that you need to keep on you. Please, yours shouldn't change that much, but or actually at all once they're set. But maybe there might be a discrepancy between what you get on Friday and what you get on Sunday, but it might be one added meeting or something like that as we fill them up. But that is all there. You will also get a login, so you actually can see live your meetings. And I would advise you, once you've got that, please use your mobile phones and actually log into the system. It actually will give you your calendar as well. So if we're doing the paper as well, just because we know technology is always a nightmare. Something goes awry, we want to make sure, but you are able to get that on your phone. It's very active, and you can see your meetings on there. So and you will get an information pack over the course of tomorrow as well that tells you how to log on and what needs to be done there. But it's very user friendly, very easy system to go on to. There's some information of different buyers that are coming out from Africa and the US. Starting the list is growing. We actually this is old, we're at about 59 international buyers, and then loads of South Africans as well that are coming through to the event, and then all types of associations coming through to the event. Cool. That's that. Any questions?
It looks really good and well organized. I can't imagine all the work that's going on behind the scenes. It's I'm sure it's hectic.
Yeah,
Has anyone
team.
else got any questions, Bongani, or any of the other anyone else? Any questions?
What I am going to show you while you think, I'm just going to show you the complimentary stand that we've given you guys at the event, so you can see where is it, the delegate pack. There we go. Pull this out. There we go.
While you're looking for that, I see Julie from, oh wow.
So yeah, you will get a space like this with a little info counter, bar stool, and a TV. There is a space behind you to put up a wall banner, but if you don't have that, bring a couple of pull-up banners from your different organizations and you can dot them around. It allow you to put brochures on. It is not meant for you to necessarily be stuck to it the whole 2 days. It will be where most of the or a lot of meetings will be happening, but really this is just a nice exposure for what you guys are doing and sort of an added benefit of you being at the event.
So this is for the associations, Rick. So
yes, they can
okay.
use it and put all the information on. We'll also put next to it, we've got that shelving unit, so we'll put it next to it as well. And you'll be able to showcase all your other products on there as well and put brochures and stuff like that as well.
Great. I see Julie from Fair and Square is on the call. Julie, there was a question from Cindy actually regarding your participation, whether it's part of the USA delegation or the ITC delegation, because I think they had you registered twice. Do you know about that? I thought I saw Julie on.
She is on, yeah, I think just on mute, Julie.
Julie? I wonder if she's... Julie, you're on mute. I'm not sure if you're trying to connect.
Yeah, I don't think she...
To follow up with her, Rex, and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah,
Bongani,
that'd be great, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she's just stepped away from her machine or something.
Oh, there she comes. Hi, Julie.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I had to use my phone. My laptop decided to update itself. Apologies for being late as well. No, we're definitely with ITC. I think we got included with USAID by because they'd invited us and selected us. And sorry, we're going with ITC, so we're definitely under.
Okay. Good to know. I will make note and let Cos and the team know, then they can replace you guys on their side.
Okay, great. Please may I ask a question? It's with regards to the stand. We each have one shelf, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And that is, as you said earlier, it's about 830 by 300, something like that.
Yes, yeah. It's about,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
it's about roughly 900 by 400 by 300 deep. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we can put a backing board like with our logo and then put some small products there on one shelf.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And then you said we can bring a pull-up banner. Is there anything else we need for the stand apart from the things you mentioned, like the business cards, leaflets, etc.?
No, that's yeah, that's all. And the only one thing, as a Renel maybe would have to discuss with the group is you do have this a TV screen where you can put content on. Are you going to do you want that, or otherwise we don't have to add it if it becomes an added issue?
Well,
Because Sorry, carry on.
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, if you guys can confirm whether you've got content. I mean, I think it's always nice to have something visual, but but if you guys can just let me know if you've got content that we can screen.
Yes, I actually do have a video about product and fair trade and that kind of thing. Do any of our colleagues on the call also have?
Yeah, I would actually request that we keep the screen.
Okay.
This is Lianza from EPA. What I do worry about though is the pull-up banner, because we will be traveling by air. So it might add extra weight. That's the first thing. And secondly, is there a place to store it where it'll remain safely? Maybe in the counter there?
Yeah. So I mean, a pull-up banner at this stage would be difficult because there's a lot of you as well. So I would say rather you bring a couple of each of you bring your own pull-up banner, and pull-up banner is small. It's 800 like long, and you can put it on your shoulder when you climb onto the airplane. So I would say bring that and then just pull it up, and then yes, that will fit like while you're storing it the day before, etc. You can put it under the counter, but yeah, generally it will be up the whole time you're there. So you put it up on the morning of this day 2 on the Tuesday, and that will stay up until afternoon of Wednesday, and then on Wednesday afternoon you fold it up, put it into its bag, and take it back with you, because Thursday all the equipment will be shipped out of the venue first thing in the morning. So yeah, very, very simple.
All right, thank you, Rex. It does look like it's been a lot of work organizing this, so thank you for that. I also wanted to ask about, there's a slide where you were talking about, please send us the following. You have been requested to send through the below information company brief. Product quantities available. I did not receive that request. And also, I'm sure you may know that as EPA, we represent different companies. And so how would you prefer that we submit that kind of information to you?
So just to bring it on now again. Where's it gone? Okay. So yeah, look, we will send this over to you post show again, because we've got a lot of your information. That's when we'll start building the. Why is it not pulling through? Sorry. Very weird. There we go. So we build this on our B2B platform as well. So we'll send that through to you post event. Don't worry about it for now. There's many other things that have to go on. And if you've got various companies, you can let us know their names, and we can put sort of links across to them as well. But usually we put a link for your company, sort of your website link that takes you through, and then you might have companies showcased on there as a start. But it's more to do with if you're an association, it's more to do what your association does, and the questions would differ a little bit for that.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. I think that's about it.
Perfect. That was very useful. Thank you very much. And I think if anyone's got other questions, if we can field them to you by email, but I think that the bulk of the questions have been answered, and I'll just request that all of the Eswatini associations to bring as much information and products and samples as they feel they'd like to showcase, so that we can fill those shelves and have a good representation of what's there.
Cool. Awesome. And I will put this into a PDF and compress it and then send it over to you so you can share it with everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Great. And good luck for the next few days. Okay.